Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Tobey's Talk Show. This is episode number 64, and today I'm going to be talking about Kyrie Irving and the whole situation that's revolving around him and my thoughts on, him not being there right now and just overall what's been happening with Kyrie. So let's start off with the situation at hand, and that is Kyrie Irving has missed the last 4 games due to personal reasons, and it seems like everyone's a little unsure about that. And we really got no communication from Kyrie or the Nets. We just got told that, Kyrie is going to give a message when he feels necessary. And then we saw a video of him at his sister's birthday party a few nights ago. Now, I got no problem with, going to your sister's birthday party and enjoying that. The two problems I have with it is A, obviously, what's been happening with Kyrie with the NBA and all the COVID protocols, and that this is dangerous to the whole NBA, not just yourself and not just your team, but your team. With the difference between the NBA and the NFL and why there are so many cases when it comes to the NBA right now and so many cancellations is because unlike the NFL, you could test every week and then they go to their team once they go to a city once a week and they play them. And you can make sure before the game that everyone's okay to play. In the NBA, you're playing every 2 days, so you're probably taking rapid tests and rapid tests. They're a little questionable. Sometimes they'll give you false positives, false negatives, so it's not 100% accurate. And why so many players are getting COVID and why there's so many cancellations is because every other day you are traveling. And so there's really no chance to see if you are positive before you're interacting with so many people. And that's the issue. And I think Kyrie knows that, but it seems like Kyrie doesn't care. And the other issue with it is it's not like, he's not playing tonight and he's going to his sister's birthday and he'll be back tomorrow. He's not even playing right now, and that's the issue, is that Kyrie Irving has decided, look, I'm allowed to still go to my sister's birthday parties but not play. And I understand that Kyrie, he sees these social justice, everything that's happening in the world right now, and he thinks it's a priority for himself to talk about it and get the word out, and I 100% understand that. However, you still have a job to do and you're just not doing it. You're getting paid $30 million a year to play basketball, and instead you're focusing on social justice issues, which isn't a problem. However, you have to balance them, right? You can't not do your job and focus on social justice issues. That's not your job. If you want to do that in your free time, I 100% understand that. And if you want to use the NBA platform to put more eyes on the situation, I 100% understand that. But he's just not playing right now. And I don't think that's fair to the Nets. I don't think it's fair to Kevin Durant. I don't think it's fair to Sean Marks. It seems like the Nets have a pretty, I don't think they understand what's happening with Kyrie. And we know Kyrie has had issues in the past with, chemistry issues and being a toxic person in the locker rooms and just not meshing well. After he left Cleveland, it's pretty much all gone downhill from there on Kyrie Irving and his perception. There's just been a lot more negatives than it's come to positives with Kyrie since he's left Cleveland, or actually pretty much since when he started demanding for a trade from Cleveland, when he started talking bad about Braun and all that. Kyrie Irving is a sensational player. He is a top 10, top 15 player. You could rank him wherever you'd like when he's on the NBA court, and that's you can't really debate that. Kyrie is a special talent, but at this point in time, when you have him on your team, it's almost like having a negative. There are so many negative issues when it comes to Kyrie that it's not good, right? Like the Nets, like everyone thought, oh, they'd be a good team. They'd be doing, they'd do fine in the regular season. They'd turn up in the postseason, maybe make the finals, maybe even win a ring. But it's all looking questionable right now with Kyrie Irving and his mentality and what's been going on. There doesn't seem like there's a connection in this Nets locker room. Spencer Dinwiddie went down. A lot of people have been, COVID, and obviously it's tough when you have two superstars that feel like they run the show, which they do deserve to, but obviously that could look bad. And I'm sure if you ask the Nets teammates right now, I'm sure they're not that happy with what Kyrie Irving is doing. Obviously, we don't know exactly what Kyrie's doing. We don't know exactly what happened at that party. We don't know all the information, but what we have been giving, it's not a good look. Especially if you're missing so many games. Like, it's not like he missed 1 or 2 games. He's now about to miss his 5th game tonight against the Knicks. He's going to miss his 6th in Orlando Saturday. And it only looks like he's going to miss more and more games. And especially with Kyrie, who does get injured pretty often, he's missed. I looked on Twitter today. I think he's missed 56 games and only have played 27 with the Nets. And obviously he had the injury. He has been injured. But it's not a good look, right? You're not paying $20 or $30 million for someone to play 1/5 of the games, right? Especially if he's your superstar. So I mean, obviously, everyone's seen what Stephen A. Smith said today about Kyrie. Oh, he should retire, and I don't know if it has to go to that far, but I agree to the fact where if you're not playing and you have things that right at this moment you care about more than basketball, then maybe you should step away and focus on that until you find your love for basketball again. Because all these players that are playing, they don't have to, right? George Hill's upset about COVID, and some people decided to opt out, and you can do that. No one is forcing you to play basketball, but it's not fair if you're a star player on a team to, choose games you want to play or decide to skip 5, 10 games just because you have other issues you are prioritizing or other things you are prioritizing right now. If you're getting paid $35 million to play basketball, that's your job and you should be doing it. And if you want to do other things on the side to raise awareness for specific issues, I don't think anyone has a problem with that. But it's not fair to put your job aside for your other interests, even though these interests may be more important than basketball, and they are. The social justice issues are way more important than a sport of basketball. However, you have a job, and I believe that you should be doing it. And I think, Kyrie can use the NBA to help spread awareness to these issues. The sports world is one of the biggest platforms in the world. A lot of people, specifically men, a lot of men are looking at you every night. And you could raise awareness. You could spread messages through that. And I just think Kyrie Irving is going about everything the wrong way. We've seen him on these Zoom meetings. And I understand it's not like Kyrie is going around partying like James Harden has. It's a lot different of a circumstance, right? Like him spreading social justice awareness is, obviously a lot better thing to do on your free time than going to a strip club like James Harden maybe has. However, James Harden is still showing up to the regular season games. You could say preseason, but no one really cares about preseason. They're games just to, evaluate your talent, see which lineups work, see which defensive scheme works, all that, right? The preseason, once it's over, no one cares about it anymore. And, James Harden, right when the preseason ended, James Harden, even though he doesn't want to be in the Houston, he's playing every single night. Maybe he's not playing his hardest because, he hasn't put up 30 in like 5 games, but he's playing, and Kyrie Irving isn't. And I think that's the issue there. Should Kyrie Irving retire? I would say, I think that's a little extreme, but if he thinks that he has other issues that he wants to prioritize, maybe he should. He's a human. He can do whatever the heck he wants with his life. No one's holding him back. However, it's not fair to put yourself in a situation where everyone's waiting for an answer, especially if it's your job, and a lot of people rely on you, especially the Nets, if they want to win a championship. So yeah, guys, that was just my little rant, I guess, or my thoughts on Kyrie Irving. Let me know what you think down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a quick one. I didn't expect to make this video, so I guess I'm going to have 3 videos out this week. So, make sure you check in on Friday for my last video of the week, which is my divisional round predictions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in episode number 64 on Friday. Bye, guys.